Today we're diving deep into a topic I know many of you struggle with: how to actually get yourself to do the hard things, even when your brain just wants to chill. You know that feeling, right? You know you should get up early, finish that project, hit the gym, but your mind just says, nah, let's just scroll a bit more. Well, today we're not just talking about willpower or discipline. We're unveiling something truly powerful: the Lotus Method. This isn't just about pushing through, it's about fundamentally reprogramming your brain to want the hard path, to see discomfort not as a barrier, but as the very foundation of your growth. If you've ever felt stuck, this video is your roadmap to transforming that resistance into unstoppable momentum. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll have a new perspective and some actionable steps to tackle any challenge. To truly understand the power of this method, let's take a trip back in time to 12th century Japan. Imagine a warrior monk named Benkei. This guy was a force of nature, wild, fiercely independent, and always up for a fight. Legend has it he would stand on Gojo Bridge, challenging anyone who dared to cross, collecting their swords. He was undefeated until he met a young samurai named Yoshitsune. In a battle that would become legendary, Benkei was finally defeated. Now most people, after such a humbling loss, might get bitter, retreat, or seek revenge. But Benkei, he did something extraordinary. He didn't just accept defeat. He pledged his loyalty to Yoshitsune and embraced a life of incredible hardship. He endured brutal battles, went without food, slept in freezing conditions, and faced unimaginable pain, all for his new master. Why did he do this? Because Benkei believed deeply that pain had a purpose. He understood that every struggle, every moment of discomfort, every sacrifice wasn't just something to be endured, but something that actively made him stronger, sharper, and more resilient. He saw hardship as the forge in which true character is tempered. His identity became inextricably linked with the path of growth through adversity. This ancient wisdom embodied by Benkei offers us a profound lesson that modern science is only just beginning to fully appreciate. Our greatest growth often emerges from our deepest challenges. So why is it called the Lotus Method? Well, the lotus flower provides a beautiful and profound metaphor for this entire journey. Think about it. This exquisite flower doesn't bloom in pristine, clear waters. Oh no. The lotus rises from the deepest, darkest, muddiest parts of a pond. It pushes through that thick, murky water slowly, persistently, until it breaks the surface and blossoms into a stunning, immaculate flower, untouched by the dirt from which it came. This isn't a story of escaping hardship. It's a story of growth through hardship. The lotus teaches us that true beauty and strength aren't found by avoiding struggle, but by courageously navigating it. Our growth doesn't happen in perfect, comfortable conditions. It happens in the messy, challenging depths of life. So how do we apply this ancient wisdom to our modern lives? The Lotus Method breaks it down into 4 powerful steps. Step 1. Nintai, the seed of endurance and patience. Just like the lotus in the dark mud, which doesn't panic or try to force its way out prematurely, our brains need to learn to sit with discomfort without immediately reacting or trying to escape it. This is where psychological flexibility comes in, a concept modern neuroscience champions. It's about being able to experience uncomfortable thoughts and feelings, anxiety about a deadline, fear of failure, the sheer boredom of a tough task, and still choose to act in alignment with your values and goals. It's not about loving the discomfort. It's about accepting its presence as a natural part of growth and not letting it dictate your actions. When you feel that urge to quit, that mental groan, instead of immediately giving in, just sit with it for a moment. Observe it. Acknowledge it. Tell yourself, this is part of the process. That moment of conscious choice, that tiny pause before reacting, is the seed of Nintai. It's building the mental muscle to endure, to be patient with the process, and to understand that the path through the mud is necessary for the bloom. Step 2. Shisei, the posture of purpose. This might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. How you carry yourself, your physical stance, your breath, your body language, sends immediate and direct signals to your brain, influencing your state of mind. Think about the samurai. Even when facing fear or uncertainty, they moved with discipline, intention, and a clear sense of purpose. Their physical posture wasn't just about looking strong, it was about feeling strong, ready, and focused. Before you tackle a hard task, consciously shift your posture. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back, plant your feet firmly, take a few deep, intentional breaths, filling your lungs completely and exhaling slowly. This isn't just a physical act, it's a mental one. It's a way of telling your brain, I am ready, I am focused, I am capable. Set your goal clearly in your mind. Visualize yourself moving through the task with intention. This isn't about faking confidence. It's about creating the physiological conditions for confidence to emerge. Your body can lead your mind. By mastering your posture, you begin to master your mindset, creating a feedback loop where physical readiness reinforces mental readiness. It's about embodying the strength you need to face the challenge, literally from the ground up. Step 3. Kenshō, the reflection of growth. Imagine the lotus as it nears the water's surface. It's still moving through the mud, but it can now reflect the light from above. Similarly, this step isn't about celebrating prematurely, but about reflecting on your progress with clarity and honest assessment. For the samurai, reflection wasn't about ego or pride. It was about understanding what worked, what didn't, and how to improve. They constantly analyzed their movements, their strategies, their mental state. Modern science strongly backs this up. Self-reflection is a critical tool for improving motivation and building resilience. After you've taken on a difficult task, take a moment to look back. What was challenging? What did you learn? Did you stick with it, even when it was uncomfortable? How did you respond to setbacks? This isn't about dwelling on imperfections, but about identifying areas for growth and acknowledging your efforts. This process of intentional review helps solidify new neural pathways, reinforcing the positive behaviors and mindsets. It tells your brain, this effort matters, this learning is valuable. Kenshō is about integrating your experiences, good and bad, into a cohesive narrative of progress, showing yourself that you are indeed moving forward, even if slowly. It's how you turn effort into insight and insight into lasting change. Step 4. Kaika, the bloom through struggle. This is where the magic truly happens. The lotus doesn't bloom in some perfectly curated, sterile environment. It blooms through the depth and the struggle of the mud. For Benkei and the samurai, pain didn't become a reason to quit. It became a purpose, a catalyst for discipline that forged their identity. In neuroscience terms, this is all about neuroplasticity. Our brains are incredibly adaptable. They literally rewire themselves based on our experiences and actions. The more you walk the hard path, the more you engage in challenging tasks, the more you practice Nintai, Shisei, and Kenshō, the easier that path becomes. You're not just getting better at the task, you're literally building new neural connections that make resilience and effort your default settings. Kaika is the culmination of consistent effort. It's the moment you realize that the struggles you faced haven't broken you, but have instead been the very nutrients that allowed you to flourish. It's where discipline transitions from something you do to something you are. Your identity shifts. You become someone who embraces challenges, who finds purpose in the grind, and who understands that true blossoming comes from deep within the struggle. This isn't about avoiding the pain. It's about seeing the purpose in the pain. So, how do we put this into action, starting today? My challenge to you is this. Daily, choose one meaningful, hard thing. This isn't about punishing yourself. It's about training your identity. It could be waking up 15 minutes earlier, working on that difficult report for an extra hour, or finally starting that workout you've been putting off. When you face that resistance, remember the lotus. Remember Benkei. Engage Nintai. Sit with the discomfort. Practice Shisei. Consciously adopt a posture of purpose. Perform Kenshō. Reflect on your effort. Learn from it. And trust that through this consistent struggle, you will experience Kaika, your personal bloom. Greatness doesn't spring from raw talent alone. It's forged in trained, focused, intentional effort. Every small, hard thing you do is a vote for the person you want to become. reinforcing an identity that doesn't shy away from challenges but leans into them. Remember, the person you want to be is built through the actions you take. By aligning your identity with the actions of someone who tackles hard things, you overcome resistance and build a truly powerful mindset. If this resonated with you, and you're ready to embrace your own Lotus Method journey, please hit that like button, leave a comment below, sharing one hard thing you're committing to today. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that helps you unlock your full potential. Your support means the world, and I can't wait to see your growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.